Today we will be presenting our Christmas tree model. First, we'll explain what our problem is, then we'll say the assumptions we made while doing the model, we'll say the variables that we found, how our model can be represented, and finally we will solve the problem. Bobby and Susie are decorating their first Christmas tree ever this year. The only problem is that they do not know how many ornaments they need to fill their entire 9-foot tree. Find a mathematical equation that represents how many ornaments are needed to fill their tree. There are a few assumptions we made while doing this model. Normally, ornaments range in size, but we are going to assume that they are all the same size. Next, we are going to assume that the tree decorating expert's knowledge about the amount of ornaments needed per foot is correct. And finally, we are going to assume that the tree is standard width. When making our model, we decided that we were going to use two variables, x and y. The x variable represents the height of the Christmas tree up to 8 feet, while the y variable represents the number of feet after 8 feet. We found two ways to represent our model, both through an equation and also through a table of values as shown here. According to tree decorating experts, for each foot of tree, up to 8 feet, there should be about 12 ornaments. But if there are more than 8 feet, then an additional 18 ornaments should be added for each extra foot over 8 feet, making the equation 12x plus 18y equals the amount of ornaments needed. So, for Bobby and Susie's 9-foot tree, they would plug in 8 for their x variable for the amount of feet up to 8, and 1 for their y variable, as that is the amount of feet over 8, making this their final equation. "12 times 8 is 96, and 18 times 1 is 18. So when these two values are added together, it makes 114. Meaning Bobby and Susie need 114 ornaments to make sure their tree is the prettiest in the neighborhood.